I am currently on my way. I'm gonna say it fast. We're getting our marriage license today. Okay, I had started this on my camera and then I'm new to the vlogging, so excuse me, my battery died. I think I'm gonna have to just leave my camera on charge like all the time now, every single night, because I never know when I'm going to vlog. But I decided I'm gonna make like a lengthy video of all the small things and behind the scenes, if you will, of wedding stuff, because now we're in the crunch time. We're in November and currently 17 days away from the big day. So we went to work out this morning really early at like 5 a.m. Then I went home and I showered, and now I'm at the courthouse in Santa Ana, and Jagger's meeting me here so that we can get this marriage license and get it on a roll. So I'm like, I can't even believe this whole year flew by that quickly, honestly. I'm pretty shocked to be in this moment. It feels, I have moments of like, nah, like this wedding and marriage isn't really happening, just because it's not, I don't know what that feels like, obviously. So it's all, I hate to keep saying surreal, but that's literally the only thing I can think of it feels like. But it's exciting, it's fun. I have been working on a lot of small details. He should be getting here any moment now. He has to rush to work, so hopefully he's here soon. But yeah, we're getting the license today, and it's officially happening. There he is. I wonder if he's ready to get married. We're gonna use my phone instead. Because he's also getting married. So now you have to tell me how you feel. We're 17 days away.
Oh boy. I don't even know. I feel pretty excited though. I know, I'm excited.
Okay.
It's been a lot of planning. Excited. Mostly you planning, but hey.
You just need a little recognition sometimes. 17 days, guys. 17 days. Okay, so the issue is Jagger, when he was born, his father, we gotta give him context because nobody really knows this story except for our close friends. So when he was born, he was given the name Raymondo, which is his family name. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, R-A-Y.
Okay, we'll get to that part. Raymondo, R-A-Y. And then his dad decided to add Ferrari at the end, which he has an entire story of his purpose and his why behind that, which is fine. However, okay, he was the only boy. His dad wanted to kind of give his name some oomph.
Okay.
Okay, shut up. So he puts her Ferrari after Raymondo, and so now the only legal document with both of those names is his birth certificate.
Name my social.
And maybe his social, but his social's in the, I don't think I'm allowed to say where it is. It's in safety. So today we brought our license and our passport because it says to bring one form of ID, but we brought two because I wanted to be safe. And I don't really realize that we couldn't just say both if it was on the certificate. So the plan was to take both the names for Raymondo and Ferrari, not just one. So now we're stuck with this like situation where the lady, so sweet, that woman who helped us, she was like, you know, guys, I'm sorry, unfortunately I can't give you, or you know, me, both last names because we needed actual proof of the document that would show both last names, which we didn't have his birth certificate and his potential social security that may have also included it. But anyhow,
You want it?
Long story short, yeah, I think I should keep this. So we got the license, and yes, it was productive, but I'm kind of bummed because I was supposed to take on both names. And I had a feeling he was not going to give me that, like, no. Like, he was not going to let me just take, or sorry, not take, but just keep Artiega. He was a tease. Our whole relationship, he was a tease. And he told me it would be fine, and then it wasn't, and now, anyhow, we got it. It's done. We're meeting with our pastor today, tonight I should say, who is the officiant of the ceremony. Anyhow, that's the story. We are we're finished with this. I'm gonna go home now and continue the wedding planning. I am back home and I had some breakfast and now I'm just sort of sitting on the couch. I made coffee and I am drinking from the, this is so cute, it's called This Is My Wedding Planning mug that a close friend got me for their engagement party. And like, I was planning all day yesterday and I didn't drink from this mug and I was like, oh my gosh, I should have been using it. But anyways, I'm using it today. And so I wanted to explain a little bit of context about what happened this morning. So we went to get our marriage license this morning, which was very productive and quick actually. I'm very, well, not super, but I'm pretty late to getting it. According to my planner and some of my friends, I'm sure, were worried. I was supposed to be working on that, I think, a few weeks ago at least. We were trying to get in there early because Jagger has just a really busy season at work right now. And so they open at 8 and I was like, well, will your boss let you come in a little late if you just come in with me? And then we can get it done and then have that before we meet with our officiant, who I mentioned earlier is our pastor. So we went to the courthouse and I told him to bring 2 forms of ID, just a second one for in case they technically only ask you for one. I brought my license and my passport and he brought his license and his passport. But I forgot that we were going to be taking, we were going to attempt and see if we could take both of his last names, which I explained in the other video that he has 2, but the 2 are only listed on his birth certificate and literally everything else is not. So his story is that he didn't really know about the second last name, I think, until probably high school. And at that point he had already, gotten his driver's license, and I think in the passport he didn't bother adding it because it was, I don't know, probably easier to keep more consistent with his license at that point. But yeah, so it is legally his name. His full name, or full last name is Raimondo Ferrari, but given the fact that he didn't have his, given that he didn't have his birth certificate, which is the only proof that stated both last names, we went with just Raimondo. And so we were like, well, we wanted to take both, we already had ordered or had gotten a few things done based on that last name because, and I let him pick because Raimondo is his family name. And like I said earlier, he technically never cared if I took his name whatsoever. So the plan, almost our entire relationship, was for me to just keep my last name. And that was mostly just because I wanted to make my life easier on me. And I don't have a problem with my last name, to be honest. And then it changed, and so now we're not really quite sure what we're gonna do. If we're gonna end up changing it later, but as far as like things for the wedding goes, I guess we're not really gonna have both names. So it'll be interesting. We're gonna have a few things in the wedding with the theme of Ferrari, like, well, you guys won't know or see this until after the fact, so I guess I can say it on here. We did rent like a getaway car that we would drive away from the church, the ceremony, and the venue. We rented a Ferrari to keep the theme because we thought it'd be kind of funny and cool. I'm not really that into sports cars. Like, I was fine with renting a old classic car as well, could have been or something old, but he wanted the Ferrari, so I let him pick it, and it's fine. We got the Ferrari, he's gonna be driving it. Yeah, there's that, and then there's like this really cool neon sign that came with the DJ, so we were going to have that say the Ferraris, and I texted the guy. I was like, do you think we could change it to just the Raimondos? And he was like, oh no, it's already been made. Sent it to me, and I just got to see it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually so cool. Whatever, it's already done. Those are basically the only 2 things that are like that big of a deal, and like people probably won't even really know. The hashtag I can care less about, and I guess I had my denim jacket with that last name on it. Like I said, I had him pick and tell me what name to do for the things, and like obviously like in life and moving forward, we're gonna go by Raimondos or the Raimondos, whatever. But we figured for the wedding it'd be kind of cute and fun to mess around with the Ferrari name, and if I did legally add it onto mine, then it's not like it's not my name. But anyhow, and now I'm going through the checklist to see if I'm gonna keep reorganizing my seating chart. list thing I made. I was able to get everyone to RSVP finally. I think I have like a few people missing. The deadline is technically tomorrow. Okay, so I need to get that done today. All right, we're gonna go work on that. Okay, it is November 3rd, and it's my birthday. And the day was going pretty swell. I was getting all my stuff done, and I had a doctor's appointment scheduled today, like in office, at what I thought 11:30 a.m. It turned out to be at 11:10, so I missed it. In order to get this appointment scheduled, I had to speak to a nurse prior, which took place yesterday, and then I went to get lab work done. I am trying to get on my birth control and all that, so sorry if this is TMI, but anyhow, I'm just annoyed because now, in order for them to reschedule my appointment, because I don't know why I thought they told me it was at 11:30 and it turned out to be at 11:10, so the doctor didn't want to see me, rude, and so now I have to go through the whole process from the beginning, and it's just so frustrating because I'm trying to get things like done, and I want to be home so I can work on all the stuff on the side. But anyhow, I went to get my birthday treat from Starbucks. I did the peppermint mocha, which I've had before, but usually not from Starbucks. I buy the kits from Target. So now I don't know what to do because I have to redo the phone call this afternoon, which is stupid to me because really it's just speaking with the nurse, and I'm literally going to tell her I've already done all this, just to make me the appointment. But I guess the regular appointment center through Kaiser can't, I don't know if it's legally or they're not allowed to schedule it themselves, so I have to talk to a nurse. So annoying, but anyhow, I'm gonna just keep sipping on this, even though I already technically drank coffee earlier. I thought I was ordering hot chocolate, which maybe soon, but whatever. We'll see what the day holds, and hopefully I'm not late to anything else. I am doing a second hair trial today for a second hairstyle I want to do. My plan is to do an updo for the ceremony, and then like some waves so that my hair can be down with like a headpiece I'm going to be wearing that belongs to my friend, which I'm actually not sure if I'm going to wear it all day still. But anyhow, I just like my hair down better, but I wanted the hair up for the first portion of the day because we're going to be driving a convertible. So, yeah, don't really want to have my hair down for all that because then the wind will just take my hair places it's not meant to go. And it's really long, so it'd just be easier if my hair was up, but we'll see. So I'm going to go home, pick up those things and get ready so that I can have everything I need for that. And then, yeah, let's hope it doesn't take 3 hours this time. Okay, so it's still my birthday. We are going over what I hope is the last time for the seating chart. I've just heard horror stories and I'm deathly afraid of forgetting someone's name who did RSVP and literally is expecting to be, obviously they're invited, but they're expecting to have a seat of where to sit because, well, their name was supposed to be on the list, and the seating chart just has like a deadline. Of course, it happened to be my birthday. There's a deadline like so far in advance from when the venue required me to have to actually turn in my whole guest list over, like my final count. Give me one second. The reality of my life is I am bringing and taking home my dog. Oh my gosh, he's literally crying because I just shut the door, but he doesn't stop crying. You can't hear me in the video. Okay, anyways, Hunter's here at my house, like my home with my parents. This is my bedroom. Anyhow, back to my story about the seating chart. So I put the deadline November 1st on the invitation, thinking like, oh, I don't need to hand them the final number of the guest count until like, I think she said like 3 days before the actual wedding. So I was like, awesome, I'm gonna just give people so much time to forget, and then I have to hunt them down, you know what I'm saying? Which I've had to do with a lot of people, unfortunately, but it's okay. Now I'm just figuring out like what's the best way to sort of cross-check my work and make sure no one's forgotten. And so I'm old school. I prefer paper and pen. Good highlighter. You know what I'm saying? I put the deadline to be a few days before the wedding, but I didn't realize that the seating chart girl who is making it for me, the company's name is Borrowing Birch, by the way. I find it very helpful when people share all the information to the point where, like, you know, you can value that person's recommendation because it's coming from someone whose taste maybe you like or less like similar to your style or price preference, whatever. Anyhow, the company who's doing the seating chart and our welcome sign is called Borrowing Birch, and she wanted it from me on November 3rd. And she's gonna make a mock-up and then send me like a sample of the final edit on the 5th, and then on the 5th will be the last time I can make any changes, and that's it. So because of that, I technically probably should have given myself a week or two before that deadline, but she didn't tell me that until after the fact, and I already had put November 1st on the invite, so anyhow, it is what it is. Now scrambling on my birthday. It's okay. I want you to know Jagger has done nothing. Sorry, I can't lie, he hasn't done any of this. And I'll ask him for his input, especially on his family, and he's like, So interesting, the difference in dynamics on all that, but, my gosh, you guys, something funny that happened with him, though. So, the one thing that he was in charge of was to input everyone's name into the website. So RSVP, your information would be found on there. Like his family, like legit his family wasn't on there. They actually went to RSVP and they're like, hi, my name's not. I wish I was making this up. You had one job and you couldn't carry that out. So I'm just gonna finish up the list and I'll show you guys the sample that she emailed me. If you can see it, but all right, so this is the mock-up. This is the name of the company that is doing the seating chart and the sign, the welcome sign. So she sent me some samples. So originally this was the one I had wanted, and then this is a different font that she provided me with just to sort of give me options. I think I might still go with this. The look we're trying to do is that this is going to be gold, and I think, or I'm sorry, yeah, I think this will be gold and our names will be gold, and everything will be like white, and like it says up here, it's going to go on a frosted acrylic type of sign. And then this is the inspo for the seating chart. So we're doing like a clear acrylic plastic, I think. Well, yeah, that's what acrylic means. Okay. And so instead of it being black, because our colors are not like the black and white, it's going to be one of these three, which I still don't know what to pick. I think this is way too, I don't know if bold is the right word, but it's just not quite as creamy neutral as I'd like it. So I'm definitely in between these two, and I feel like given the fact that Marbella is a lot of white and green, I think I might go more with this. So yeah, I think that's probably what we're gonna do. What's the name of this? Oh, it's just option 1. Got it. But yeah, this is what the seating chart's gonna look like. I'm so excited. This and the sign will be placed, I think, at the ceremony at the church, and then it's gonna get repurposed to the venue because we're having our wedding in 2 separate locations. And then this will just already be up at the venue, I believe, during the cocktail hour, or I should say mocktail, but yeah. Good morning. We have a few more wedding things to do today. Getting ready to go to the doctor's. I'll tell you guys and let you know how that goes. Okay, I just got done with my appointment and I am all bandaged up here in my arm. She put it like kind of like right below my bicep. This camera's not focusing. And I wasn't that painful. I think what was more painful was what she placed before to sort of numb the area. It really burned and it stung quite a bit. But I took today off from working out because I'm just tired. And I didn't realize how my body was sore right before she puts in the implant. Like, she asked me to flex and I was like, and it hurt. And she starts laughing. She's like, you are a tough girl. I was like, oh gosh. But I'm like, not really. I have like the freaking most tiny noodle arms. But anyway, we're trying. Our girl's trying to gain some muscle. I celebrate my birthday tomorrow. So, not that I'm doing anything crazy or fancy, but I may figure out if I could take like another body shower somehow today, but then I'll ask my mom to help me if I can do that without getting the site like wet. Let's see what's next on the agenda. So I have a meeting with the band over Zoom. We got a band for the wedding, to like a 3-string or 3-person orchestra for the ceremony, and they're going to be playing during all that, which is going to be really nice. I think it adds like a very beautiful touch to it, and so I'm excited for that. But mostly we're meeting for the band that we got for the reception, which is very like jazzy, Michael Bublé, Frank Sinatra vibes, which is what my mom really wanted and what my mother-in-law loves. Like, she's obsessed with Michael Bublé, and I personally, like, I love Michael Bublé too, but I would say I probably love Sinatra more. So yeah, he is a pretty good singer, and what I haven't really shared yet, and maybe I'll wait to share until after the meeting because I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet. But anyhow, I'm meeting with the band to kind of discuss sort of the vibe and stuff that we're willing to set, and the one little surprise thing that Jagger and I have planned to do. Yeah, so we're going to discuss that, and hopefully it all goes well because I want the band to be ready to go, and I also want Jagger and I to feel confident in what our surprise is going to be. We're going to go home and make maybe a bagel or something, and then I have other things I'm going to be doing today, prepping some stuff, so I'll show you what we're going to be working on today. All the vibes going. I have some peaceful, cozy, it's called like fall music or something like that. Autumn Morning Cafe on YouTube. Love that stuff. Helps me focus. I am sitting down somewhat, getting ready for this Zoom call meeting I'm going to have right now with the band, and making sure we have everything we need also for the honeymoon. I have other things I need to do too, but I feel like these are a little more urgent. Anyhow, I'm going to get on the Zoom call very soon here. I'm just going to finish writing down a few things and calculating some stuff. We still have a few different vendors to pay off, which is photo and video, DJ, and a photo booth. I think they're going to hop onto the Zoom call very soon, and I'll tell you guys what it is that we're going to do. Okay, so I just finished up that meeting and it went really well. So we have planned, since we're not doing like a first dance, Jagger and I, we are actually going to sing a duet together instead, which I am pretty nervous about because, well, I don't know what it is. It's like I sang at church and that still makes me nervous, and whenever I sing in front of people, period, but we are going to be singing in front of like the closest people to us. I don't know if it's just that they're going to be right there that makes me nervous. I don't know what it is. And like, yeah, I don't know if we'll have the words. there is a little portion to the song that's French, so Jagger has to literally learn French. That's going to be so interesting. But anyway, so I wanted to wait to tell you guys that because I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to happen, because the band that we hired, I think part of them were just like, can you guys really do this? Are you like professional enough to handle this? And I'm like, it's our wedding, so if we suck, that's on us. But anyway, I just figured like this is kind of a cool, unique way to incorporate like a first moment with us together. So the song we're singing is called In My Arms by Johnny Swim, which is our like, it's kind of like our love song anthem. We absolutely... So it has like a string, just strings at the beginning. I don't know how many people are playing, so I don't want to say quartet or trio. I have no idea. But our band just consists of a bass, like a cello bass, the singer, and a piano player. There's time for coffee number 2. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys some things that I got in regards to the wedding to sort of like get prepped. I'm putting together the bridesmaids' gifts right now. Gosh, this angle is so close up. These cute little like candles. I'm really into candles, so I wanted the gift to be very personal to like things that I like. And then I got one for his grandma. Like, how cute is that? I got one for his mom. My mom got her gift of shoes, so I didn't get her one. And then I'm putting them in these little boxes, and I bought this like funfetti from Amazon. I'll wrap a little bow on them, and then I have these cute little labels I'm gonna put on afterwards. So, and then those are 2 robes I just purchased. Those glasses are sort of where we're gonna take like our toast photos. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. It's just a garbage truck picking up my trash. And yeah, so I ended up, what I did was they sell these like already done with people's names on them. Personally, I just didn't want to pay the extra money for something I can do myself. So I bought, oh, this lighting is horrible. I bought the glasses in like a pack of 20 something from Amazon, just plain like toasting champagne, that's what they're called, champagne glasses. And on Etsy, I went and I purchased like the labels that go on them. And I just said what names I wanted and if I wanted certain titles to be placed on them, so that when we take photos or like just have like a good breakfast moment with our chicken minis, they would each have their own glass with their name on them. So this is personalized. Obviously the gifts have these tags that I got made, and so they will have each of their names. The candles I also got from Etsy, and so it says like their name, and it has like the year that our friendship was established, and then I put at the bottom like if they're a bridesmaid or whatever. So yeah, all the stuff is from Etsy. The little gift boxes are from Container Store. Yeah, so I'm gonna be working on this today.